more young people, don't we? I think Micah made a great example of where I think we should turn a lot of our effort. And we talked about this at Constitutional Defenders of Texas. If you go to the Constitutional Defenders of Texas website, you can find out who your state representative is. I think if we focus on the state, we can exercise more of our individual sovereignty. We can have a more drastic effect because the concentration or the size of the districts are much smaller. It's much easier to turn over a state representative in the House of in the State House than it is in the U.S. House. They're much more protected there. To me, you open the door for tyranny when people can't be removed from office. Ask Fidel Castro. I'll give you another example of tyranny. As soon as I heard the word from my friends coming back from Austin that there was no vote, there was no opposition to the Speaker of the House of Texas for the new term. There were candidates that ran for office for Speaker of the House of Texas, but all of them suddenly withdrew their name. And just to give you a little bit of math, we have 150 State House of Representatives in Austin. About 180,000 people in each of those districts in Texas. So they're much, much closer to the people than are the U.S. House of Representatives. And it amazes me that I think there were about 25 new candidates who came to office out of the 150, completely new people. Many of them were believed to be quite conservative. But think about the tyranny that exists in Austin, Texas, if not one of those 149 other representatives could even stand up and place a person's name into nomination to compete with the sitting Speaker of the House. That was an act of tyranny right in our own state. I don't think we should be complacent about Texas, believing that we're somehow farther removed just because we're farther removed from Washington, that we don't have tyranny taking place here. So that's just the point. Each time I come up, I'm going to make another point about tyranny because we're here for this Resist Tyranny Expo. I'm going to mention one more vendor down here. The next one down the line, the first one was about C-Scope. The next vendor is the North Texas Citizens Lobby. And I know Barbara Harless from other groups and the work that she's done in the grassroots level. So go over and check out North Texas Citizens Lobby and see what they're working on. Okay, getting to our next speaker is our own Regina's very good friend, Stuart. He's been actively involved in researching and active for the last 20 years, speaking out for liberty and justice. He had a direct experience in Waco from the attack on the Branch Davidian church down there, and was involved in helping rebuild that church in Waco. He's passionate about liberty and wants to speak to us today, so please welcome Stuart.